Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. We are doing an Archangel Gabriel reading today. This is a deck by Doreen Virtue. This is the guidebook. It has the pictures and a definition for each card. For those of you who's never seen this deck, it is a 44 card deck. I've had it for a very long time. When I started doing when I got certified in like card readings and things, Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine were the ones that I had trained under. So this was one of my first decks that I had gotten. So I thought we would do a nice reading with it today. I always knock on my decks 3 times to clear any energies. But again, you can always use, sage. There's sage, and I have uh, Santo wood in there. You can always use bells. You can set the intention. Another great thing to do is to fan the deck out and to hold it to your heart and send clearing and love and gratitude um, to the cards so that they clear out any energies. Right, so we are just doing a collective reading. We're just going to do a reading on what we need to know. Right, what is it that we need to know? I feel like that top one wanted to come. This one. I do readings based off of my eyes, what card intuitively feels in the heart that it wants to come out. That is how I do my readings. Everybody does readings differently. Some people shuffle and take off the top. There's no wrong answer. Mine is done in many multiple ways. I can usually feel the card's energy and I can tell which one wants to come out. And that's usually how I do my readings. So, and sometimes they just fly out of the deck as well. Okay, so let's take a look at what we got. So I feel like this is our theme card, like the overall energy of the reading. Okay, so we're going to stick that one right there. And our first one is helping children. Part of your life purpose involves teaching, guiding, and helping young people. Okay, so this one can be your own children. This can be children that come to you. You might be a teacher or a mentor or someone who is raising other people's children. So part of your life goal is to help the children get on their right path, right? Maybe you are teaching them how to be creative, how to be themselves, how to heal from situations, right? Maybe using art to help with the situations. Divine guidance, the ideas you are receiving are heaven sent answers to your prayers. Okay, so you are intuitively being guided. Trust in your guidance, trust in your instincts, trust in what you are being asked to do. Okay, so looking at this card, there's a lot of red in this card. So you might feel the need to be bold, outspoken. You might feel the need to stand out and not blend in. There's also like open, looks like an open window back here. So you might feel the need to release certain things to allow cleansing to come in. This might be a calling for a new location. Maybe you are trying to bring more light, more harmony, more energy into your situation. And in some situations like this, um, it can cause a need to relocate because maybe where you are, the energy just doesn't resonate with you there. Your next one is pay attention to your dreams. So you are receiving divine guidance while you sleep. Even if you don't remember your dreams, the answers are in your unconscious mind where they appear in order to help you. So again, this could be like your deja vu, like where you feel like you've done this before, but maybe you dreamt it. um, I'm really big on believing that dreams are not just always dreams. I've had that experience personally myself where dreams just simply were not dreams. It was much more than that. So pay attention to your guidance that you're receiving. Pay attention to details in your dreams. Are there children in your dreams? Are there certain things that happen in your dreams? Do your dreams feel so realistic that you wake up with emotions, or you wake up with the idea that you were present in your dream, and it's and there was so much detail that you could smell things or taste things, or um, emotionally be attached to things, because that's those are all signs as well. And then sometimes in your dreams, you might have other people take the place of certain people as well. So, like if you're dreaming and you dream of, say, a bird going out the window and its wings flying, that might not necessarily be a bird that you're dreaming of. It very well could be a symbolism of taking the next step to more freedom in your life, and in your emotional wellness, and things like that. So sometimes we will have somebody come to our dreams, and they're not really there as them, but sometimes the universe or the creator will use somebody else in our dreams to help us identify what we need to identify for ourselves. So just be open. You should know if it's really the person. Like if you're dreaming of the person and it really resonates that's the person, then it's the person. But sometimes you might have a dream and somebody comes into your dream and you don't know why they're even there and it doesn't make any sense to you. Then chances are that's not the person. You're just using that person to fill in for this spiritual purpose, right? So if that happens, don't so much question as to why that person was there, but what was the message that you were receiving. Okay. And we have time management. Place your priorities at the top of your to do list and don't allow distractions to deter your focus. Okay, so this one is saying don't start something and then stop, and then start and then stop and then start. And, don't allow yourself to get determined that you're going to do something for you, but then somebody else steps in and they want you to do something for them. And then this person steps in and they want you to do something for them. And then next thing you know, what you've wanted to do is kind of on the back burner and hasn't been done yet. So this is just saying that it is okay to make yourself a to do list, and it is okay to stick to that list. And if somebody comes in and they need your assistance, if it's not an emergency, don't feel guilty by saying, I wish I could, but I already have prior engagements, or I already have something already set, that I want to do, because time management is important, and sometimes we don't give ourselves enough time. Sometimes we are trying to do too many things, and then when we finally can do what we want to do, we are so exhausted or drained that it's a negative energy going into something that should be receiving positive energy. Okay. All right, looking at our next one, motivation. Again, like I was just saying, you want to make sure you have that time management, because you don't want to have negative energy when you're trying to motivate yourself to do something. So, pray for guidance as to how to increase your enthusiasm and focus on this project. Okay, so this is something that is calling for you to do. It is one of your purpose in your life, and um, being motivated is very important here. You definitely want to be persistent in your motivation, right? You don't want to do things that cause you to go in the opposite direction. Okay. And don't make excuses. Time management helps you to stay motivated. So that's a really good card to come after time management because when you are managing your time effectively and with love and self love and acceptance for situations, you are not stressed. And if you're not stressed, then you're going to be more motivated. If you're not depressed, you're going to be more motivated. Okay, so this is telling you to increase your happiness and increase your emotions by making sure that you are balancing things. Okay. And let's take a look at our theme. Okay, so our theme card is Mother Mary. The Blessed Mother Mary is helping you with your divine life purpose. Okay, so Mother Mary is known for, um, well, there's people that know good and bad about that whole situation, but I think we all know the main purpose of the card is to service. Mother Mary was to be of service to others, and she was to step up and to lead others in how to do certain situations. Now, I've heard many different stories about Mother Mary. I've heard some stories that were pretty shocking. So I don't want to like dwell on her personally as a person, but more of what she stood for. Okay, so like that kind of goes with like the helping children, helping people. Uh, it's the purpose behind everything, right? Center your heart in the right place. Serve people without expectations. Serve people without um, alternatives. When you are doing something, do it from your heart and don't expect anything in return because that is true. That's true energy. That is true energy of um, inner love and creator's love. You know, there's what do you call that? Reciprocity, where like if you if you serve the universe with a loving, open, true heart, then the universe will serve you with a loving, open, true heart. We live in a world where nobody wants to do anything hardly for anybody unless they can put something, there's a gain for them. So, this message is telling you that whatever you're doing, make sure that you're doing it with an open heart. Okay, make sure you're doing it with with the right intentions. And I hope everything works out for you. And thank you so much for stopping by. Have a great evening. Bye.